This video is going to demonstrate my seemingly simple 1-week challenge and quickly becoming my month-long descent into madness involving this cologne. Stay tuned. Okay, so this cologne, 4711, this is the oldest cologne in the world. Well, the oldest cologne that's still being used, still being made according to the original recipe. Now, this is a small boy, and you can take off the cap. This is a baby, if you will. The real one of these guys, it comes in like a liter, like basically like a handle of hooch. And you have to get one of these smaller guys to decant it, if you will. But this guy, $17.99, and let me tell you, there's older colognes out there, but none of them are being made to the original recipe. And this guy, $17.99, is actually responsible, and as a whole, fragrances and colognes are responsible by the monks at abbeys. They are responsible for the first fragrances that we have, and there was actually a fragrance before by the nuns, and the nuns predate this, but this is still the original recipe, whereas the nuns, you can't, it's been remade and whatnot. So this is the oldest cologne still being made by the original recipe that you can get today. Now, I got this guy for a very specific purpose. If you watched my video of the largest cologne unboxing ever, which you can still go find on my channel, I unboxed this guy, and this is my reaction. Let's see what the oldest cologne in the world smells like. I will say, back then, this notion of what the heck is that? What is that? It smells like it's like a mix between sunscreen and body odor. It burns the nostrils. That smells like Florida. If the entire state was a smell, it would smell like this. That's gonna be an interesting challenge then that I'm gonna do. So obviously my reaction wasn't the greatest, honestly. It was probably a little too harsh. This cologne is not awful, but what it is essentially just like straight up lemon peels, like lemon rinds. Like, just grab a lemon and slice it and just like that's what it's like. And at first it reminded me of I couldn't put my finger on it, but eventually I realized that I used to diffuse essential oils at night, and I had this one that was called lemongrass, and put the lemongrass in there. It smells just like that. So this isn't bad, but what it smells like is essential oils, lemongrass, and it also smells like medicinal ointment. So I got this cologne for a very specific purpose. It wasn't just, I mean, yes, it was just to have fun with it. Not only that, but this cologne is like dirt cheap. You can get like a whole liter of it for like, well, I mean, you can get this for like $10. You get like a whole liter of it for like $25. And if you buy two, I think they give you money. Just kidding. But there was no harm, no foul. But I really wanted to do a challenge on this video. I wanted to wear it for a week to see what happened, because I saw a video out there where someone did this. It was a week or 2 weeks, I can't remember, but I wanted to try it, and overall it started pretty good. One thing about this cologne is that it is original eau de cologne, and what an eau de cologne means is that it is the lowest concentration of oil to alcohol. And what that means is that it doesn't smell very strong, and it doesn't last very long. So what happened was I'd have to carry this around, and before I went anywhere, spritz, and go inside. But this was my only cologne, and I did this for about a week. During that time of testing this out for the week, I actually was undergoing my elevator shoe trial as well. So I was testing being 4 inches taller and smelling like a German man from the early 1800s. The first week, I basically just had not good reactions to this. First off, I didn't have any reactions in terms of like people asking me what it was, but I was just so disappointed at the fact that you would spray this and it'd be gone in like 5 minutes. So I decided to do a second week, and this is what happened. Week number 2 of using this stuff. I'm so sick and tired of not getting compliments that I've decided to start layering this guy with other fragrances to try to see if that gets me a compliment. So I carry it around with me almost like a flask and come out and then walk right into some place, because this literally 5 minutes and it's gone, so I still don't like it. We're still going. I am bound and determined to find somebody that will compliment me on this fragrance. As you can tell, you start to see kind of the cracks in my mental and emotional health start showing there. Like I said, I carry this around with me everywhere, and I started layering it, which basically what that meant was I would put on my normal cologne and leave the house, and then before I went inside of the building, and go inside. However, I did not do this strategically. I layered it with just my normal fragrances, and right now I'm rocking the Honor and Glory by Lattafa. I'm also rocking the Sublime by Lattafa. I'm rocking Nitro Red. I'm rocking Rasasi Hawas, and Yves Saint Laurent myself. And I got nothing. No comments, no you smell great, no you smell awful. Even layering with those other fragrances, just absolutely nothing. So very confused. I took to Amazon, where this product has over 11,000 views, most of them 5 stars, and read what people said about it. So the very first person that said anything under the comments said there's nothing to dislike about the fragrance. Apparently there's something, because I was getting nowhere. So I ventured a little bit farther down in the comments, and what I found was that people are not buying this cologne, this fragrance, for the compliments. They're not getting compliments. They didn't say that they were getting compliments. Instead, people are saying that they came across this cologne when they were growing up as young men in Germany in the early 1800s, and a couple of US GIs that came back when they were stationed in Germany that said that they liked this cologne. And it was a lot of people just really people have been wearing this for like 70 or 80 years, and I'm like, interesting. Not one to pass up a good challenge. This is where the challenge took a turn, maybe for the worst. I decided that my 2 weeks were not up. No, I was going to wear them another 2 weeks until I got to, well, at least 30 days in my pursuit to try to turn this cologne into a compliment monster. We are now at week 3 of this. I'm depressed because I haven't gotten any compliments. Anxious all the time. Self-confidence is in the toilet. I'm just kidding. My day doesn't rest on getting compliments, but it does not change the fact I haven't gotten any. For this next week, I'm going to layer this with something that's like a little bit more sensual, because I don't think layering this with like a super fruity cologne is gonna do anything, because it just like straight up smells like lemon peel, like a lemon rind. So I think I'm going to pair it. I've already paired it with like 7 different colognes and nothing. So I've basically become nose blind to it at this point. It doesn't have a real strong smell anyways, and the fact that it's a eau de cologne means that the smell is gone like instantly. So I hit it about 6 times and I spray it before I walk into a building, a meeting or whatever. So just keep plugging away, but I'm gonna layer it with some other stuff now. As I stated, around week 3, determined to get a compliment, I unfortunately became a little bit nose blind to it, which essentially means that I can't smell it on myself anymore. I'm used to it. It's kind of like your own body odor. You don't really smell it anymore because you're so used to it. Also, like I said, I realized that you can't just layer colognes indiscriminately, which I knew ahead of time, but I never actually thought it through. So I decided to be very targeted on which cologne I was going to wear and pair it with. And the colognes that I wore with these things were deep, sensual, sexy. I realized that with this basically just being an overdose of lemon peels, that pairing it with another sweet cologne might not go well together. And in order to do that, I utilized a couple different fragrances. First off, Versace's Dreamer. It's a little bit sweeter, but I thought it might work. Uomo. This is Casual Life. This is like a tiramisu, very sugary, sweet, like desserty. I thought that the lemon might do good things with it. And then also, this is Craze by Armaf. This was a total waste of time. I don't know why I paired it with this. And then Dolce & Gabbana's The One. It was good, but this is not a high performer. And so basically I was left with two not so good performers. It did not work well. And then the two that I think worked best was Suits by Fragrance World, which is a clone of Tuxedo by Yves Saint Laurent, and then also Trussardi Riflesso, which is a clone, but also a play on La Nuit de l'Homme, a little bit different. And so, like, with some of these good performers, I would spray them on. Not that many sprays. That's excessive. Leave the house, and then before I got anywhere, I would go to like 4 sprays of this because it took a lot to project. And at the end of 3rd week, I can affirmatively tell you that it was an unequivocal failure. I got nothing. I got nowhere. No compliments. Coming down to the final week, week 4, I was going to go on perpetually, but then I realized no one should have to live like this, hating the way that you smell. And so I decided that with this challenge, I was either going to go until I got a compliment, or I was going to go for 1 month, 30 days. And so week 4 was my opportunity to, well, my last opportunity to get a compliment. Okay, this is week 4 of this. You run it down, you fill it up. You run it down, you fill it up. Today, I'm wearing Trussardi Riflesso, and I'm gonna layer this on the Trussardi Riflesso, and I feel pretty good about it. Actually, it's not that bad, but every time that I spray this on a good cologne, it's like it's like you're wearing cologne, but then like you put essential oils on, or like you use some sort of medicinal ointment. So we're still chasing the compliment. So overall, I felt really good about it, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. I didn't get a compliment all week, and so now I don't feel great about it, but it's exactly like I said. No matter what cologne that you wore, it smelled like you were wearing a cologne, and then you put like some ointment or something on that. No one's gonna come up and be like, hey, nice ointment, right? That'd be weird, right? Saying that you smell good is kind of weird enough, but saying, hey, nice ointment, what is that, Ben Gay, you got hemorrhoids, that's just odd. No one's gonna do that. So what I was left with is a perpetual torture. I was stuck in the 8th circle of hell because of this little thing right here, right? You run it down, you got a big boy, you put some more in there, run it down, big boy, put some more in there. It's like refilling your own torture device, and it sucked. By the end of week number 4, at the end of the month, I had amassed a total of 0 goose egg compliments. I don't know how the old German dudes did it, or how the monks did it back then, but there's just so much that older colognes lack that modern colognes have, and one of those things are notes, complexity. It has a depth to the profile, and it develops over time. They last longer, they perform better, and these older colognes just don't do it. So if anything, it teaches you a new appreciation for the art of fragrance making today. However, I really enjoyed the challenge, and I'm totally open to doing more of these in the future. Just let me know. Let me know of a cologne that is not Jeffrey Bean's Gray Flannel. It's the worst cologne I've ever smelled. I cannot. It's gonna make me sick. This didn't make me sick. It's not there. It's not there. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, if you have an idea, let me know. Until next time, see you later.